So guys, hello, this is Wywana Montgomery again, and I have something very interesting to share with you at this moment. You see me on here, you see I'm not afraid of speaking. I mean, I can pretty much go to sleep and do a presentation with my eyes closed. I mean, especially if it's something I'm really passionate about. But something you may not know about me is I also enjoy singing. Now, however, I've lived here in Oklahoma City for 7 years, and when I left my hometown of Seattle, I was super involved in the church choir. I sang at the 8 o'clock service, and I sang at the 11 o'clock service. And by the way, I taught Sunday school in between. So when I moved, I made a conscious decision to kind of step back a bit and continue working with the youth, because I'm also passionate about them, but to, pretty much join the choir from the pews on Sunday morning and Wednesday night service. But I truly, truly love traditional gospel music. So last year, I was at a festival, actually manning a booth for a different reason, and all of a sudden I heard this amazing, powerful gospel choir sound. So I was like, let me go see what that's all about. So I went over there, and you would think it was this big, 30 to 40 voice choir, but no. It was one of those situations with like 3 people per mic, but they were absolutely blowing it out of the water. I mean, knocking it out of the park. So I talked to the director afterwards, and I was like, who are you guys? I know you don't know me, but can I be a part of it? And so, she said, I can tell from your voice that you sing. In case you guys don't know, I'm a contralto. And that's actually very unique because it's the lowest female voice. Technically, a female can't be a tenor, but unless you're in like a classical or orchestral type choir, there obviously is no section of contraltos. So that means I usually end up singing tenor. But if the tenor part gets too low for me, I can just jump up and sing second alto. So it makes me pretty unique. That's a whole other situation for me to tell you about that voice change that I went through, much like boys. It was kind of dramatic, but I survived, and here I am, and it makes for a great speaking and a DJ voice. So I got on the list, and what was exciting is 3 weeks ago I got that Facebook notification that said the Deep Deuce Celebration Choir, which is who we are, had been invited to provide a full gospel set, hour and 40 minutes, for the Peace, Love, and Goodwill Festival. So went to the first rehearsal, totally back in my element, loving it. However, even though I know my vocal cords were like, Wywana, what are you doing? You have not really sang like this in 7 years. We're hurting. But I was excited. I loved it. I mean, great group of men and women around me. Second rehearsal. Now, we're a performance choir, and people come from all over the area, so we only had 2 rehearsals to learn 13 songs. Thank goodness, thank God, that I already knew half of them because of my past choir background. So we still needed leads, and everybody was a little bit tentative, and finally there was one song that really spoke to my heart. So this is the heart of the matter of what I want to share with you in this moment. There comes a place where you have to shake the dust off of those things that you used to do. You may not be a singer, but there's something that at some point in life, maybe you really enjoyed doing. You did it all the time, and for whatever, any number of reasons, you haven't done it before. But there's a place where you got to shake off the dust, get back in the saddle, and ride that horse again. And it just filled me with so much joy. So I took the challenge. And yes, I was nervous because I could feel that my vocal cords were a little bit strained, because it's just like anything else, they're muscles. And if you don't use them, they get a little bit out of shape, kind of like the rest of our body. But I just felt like, you know what? I need to just do this. Because if I don't do it now, when will I ever do it? So I walked out of that rehearsal. I had to pray. I had to pull up the clips on YouTube. I listened to that song over and over and over and over, even in my sleep. I had it in my headset some nights on repeat, and other nights I just played in the open. So I'm sure my husband probably even knew the song and might even been tired of it. Thank goodness he said it blessed him. So, and guys, that's subconscious. You may not realize that, but anything you're trying to do, if it's something you're trying to memorize, you may want to record it and listen to it. If it is notes that you have for something, you can listen to it. Even in your sleep, it gets in there. And it's positive. And it's creating that brain memory and making those connections. So what I want to encourage you is whatever it is, jump back on the horse. Don't be afraid. And you know what, guys? Today I did it in front of a large public audience. It may not have been my absolute best, but I did well. I was able to stay on pitch, and I felt good that I did that. And I know that next time it will be even better because I will volunteer sooner, I will get more practice in, but the bottom line, I showed myself that I could do it. So whatever that is that you used to enjoy and you may be feeling a little bit out of practice, take a bit of my own no fear medicine and get back on the saddle. Go for it. Don't miss out on things you enjoy and love out of fear. Do it. I know you can do it. Until next time, Wawana Montgomery, WNB.